November the 15th, 2010 was the day that my life changed forever. My husband Dave went off to work as usual on a Monday morning, and by 5 o'clock that evening he had collapsed and was rushed to hospital. I went down to the hospital and discovered within a few hours that he'd got a brain tumour. And that was devastating for both of us. We went through a series of tests to confirm it, and then the awful reality set in that there was this dreadful diagnosis that had no good outcome. So we had to adjust to living with that idea. It was a terrible shock, and it took us a month or two to really just adjust to a different way of life. We didn't accept that he was going to die. I didn't accept it, and I don't think he did. I think that we both decided that our attitude would be, we will hope for the best but expect the worst, and we tried to live as normal a life as we possibly could during the following 15 months. He had lots of treatment, he was quite poorly at times, he suffered an awful lot of horrible indignities, but throughout he was always incredibly cheerful and upbeat, and he was just so brave. And it was just impossible to think that he could die, and it wasn't until about a month before he died that we realised that he was going to die, and that was devastating. I had a wonderful GP who helped me to keep him at home, and I managed to look after him until he died, and he died at home almost 2 years ago. And I was so pleased that I was able to keep him here, but I know it's not always possible because brain tumours can be so difficult. After he died, I decided I needed to do something positive to get some good out of this awful thing that had happened to us and ruined our wonderful lives together. And so I decided to support the brain tumour charity. And there's a number of reasons why I support the brain tumour charity. One, because when you get a diagnosis such as the one we had, you just feel you need help, support, information, empathy. You're just desperate for it, and the brain tumour charity is so good at providing that on their website. It's so clear, and they are, when you talk to them, so helpful. The second thing is you want to feel that somebody is doing some good research, because there might possibly be a cure found in the time that you've got left. And whilst that didn't happen, unfortunately for Dave, it's still, research is so important, and the brain tumour charity fund very valuable research with some very positive outcomes. Some real breakthroughs are being made as a result of the research that they're currently funding. And thirdly, they enable you to set up a fund in the name of your loved one, which is great because it enables you to honour and keep their memory alive, and that fund is then under the umbrella of the brain tumour charity, so all of the money goes to them, but you've still got the name of your loved one associated with it. So it's just been a terrible change to my life. This is a picture of Dave and I when we were both happy and when we were on holiday somewhere. We had a lovely life. I hope one day a cure is found for brain tumours so that other people don't have to go through this terrible experience that I've had to go through and that many others go through. And I'm sure with the brain tumour charity's work, that day will one day come.